people are buzzing about this, whether you're shopping in stores or online. It's common to come across a product containing CBD. So what is it? CBD is short for cannabidiol. It's one of the active ingredients in marijuana, but unlike its cannabis counterpart, THC, CBD does not cause a high. It is said to relieve pain, stabilize moods, and promote calmness. You can find it in everything from shampoo, mascara, lip balm, and bath bombs to coffee, chocolate, candy, and gummies. We have a few of the products in studio with us this morning just to give you an idea. The latest brand to join the CBD craze, look at this, is Heineken with a brew called Hi-Fi Hops. Instead of alcohol, one version of the cannabis-infused drink contains a mix of both THC and CBD. As of now, it can only be found in California, where THC is legal. CBD will soon go beyond beauty products and brews, though. In June, the FDA approved the first CBD prescription medication to treat epilepsy. It's expected to hit pharmacy shelves this fall. Social media users are sharing their experiences with CBD. Jace writes, I've said it before and I'll say it again. CBD oil is a lifesaver if you're someone who deals with chronic pain. I use it every day and it makes a world of difference. Now, the legality of CBD is complex and varies state by state, but it remains largely unregulated. Right now, you can order CBD products online and have them shipped anywhere in the country. Guys?
All right. Thank you, Chanel. For more, we are joined by Dr. Roshni Raj, a Today contributor, associate professor at NYU Langone Health. Dr. Raj, good morning. We have all the products in front of us. We just want to dig deeper on this one.
Yeah.
So, first question, if you use this stuff, do you get like the high that you would get from pot or cannabis?
She's asking for a friend.
I don't want to know.
Of course.
But yes.
It is an important distinction. So CBD, pure CBD, does not have any of the psychoactive effects that people who smoke marijuana may get. Yeah. That's the THC. That ingredient is the one that causes the high. So it just has CBD. No, you should not get any sort of high or any mental changes. But CBD does have some therapeutic properties, and it has been shown in some studies to be promising for things like epilepsy, even things like anxiety, depression, has anti-inflammatory effects, antioxidant effects. So there is a lot of potential here, but we do really need to do some better, well-conducted studies on it.
You mentioned some of the benefits. What are some of the cons? Are there cons?
Well, I think there are. Now, with any substance, some people may have some side effects. They're relatively few with CBD, but some people may experience some nausea or kind of GI upset. The one thing I think is, because this is still considered a Schedule I drug by the DEA, that means an illegal substance that has no medicinal properties, it's very difficult to conduct research. People are doing it, but there are a lot of restrictions on it. So the other thing is, it's not very well regulated. If you get a product with CBD, are you sure of the dose? Are you sure of exactly what's in it? That's, I think, where there's some room to grow here, but I definitely think this is something we're going to be seeing a lot more of.
This is maybe a legal question, not a medical one, so I don't mean to put you on the spot, but can you get it anywhere, or is it only in states where marijuana is legal?
Right now, legally, you can only get it in sort of dispensaries or states where you're able to buy that. But that being said, you are going to see it probably on shelves, and it's not very much enforced in terms of the legality of buying things like lotions or gummies, things like that. But you should be aware that technically, if it's not legal to sell marijuana in those states, it's not legal to purchase it.
Okay. All right, Dr. Raj, thank you.
You want a gummy?
Thank you. I'll take one for the road.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.